Hello YouTube family, this is Ravi and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So welcome back and we are on the series Learn ServiceNow Scripting from Scratch, and we have already covered 5 or 6 videos over there. Out of those 5 videos, we have covered before business rule, after business rule, async business rule, then we have covered the basics of JavaScript which we are using in ServiceNow. So if you have not checked that video, go back and check the playlist. I will give the link in the description. Even you will get the link on the I button on the top. So don't get delayed. Let's start with the last part of a business rule, which is nothing but your display business rule. So if you type here business rule, open the business rule. Business rule is under system definitions. And once you open the business rule, click on the new button. Yeah. Once you click on the new button on the display business rule, you have this option already available. These options which we have already discussed. Now on which table you want display from server side to the client side should happen. So basically, what is display business rule? Display is nothing but you will set the value on the form before the data is getting saved from the in the database. Let me explain you in another way. First, click on advanced section. When to run is your display business rule. Okay. So if you choose display business rule, see all other options which were appearing over here, CRUD operations, insert, update, delete, these are not there. See, before it is there, after it is there, async it is there, but if you notice, in display it's not there. So basically, display business rule is one of the way in which you can communicate between or do a handshake between server side to the client side. So whatever the action I'm going to perform here is going to set on the table which I will select right away. And once I save the form, then only the data will be saved. For example, let me choose incident table. Click on all. And now let's say if a user click on new button, what I want is the data to be auto-populated, few data to be auto-populated over here. How we can do that? So with the help of display business rule. So type here demo display via table. You select incident. You can choose any table which you want. Yes. Now when to run display, I am not giving any condition. You can give a particular condition also when the user is system admin, or when caller is system admin, or when XYZ thing is happening. So all this condition is here. You can give any conditions, whatever you want as per your requirement. So I'm not giving any condition. I'm not writing any script also this time. I will do with the help of configuration. So action, I'm going to set something. So what I wanted to set, let's say correlation ID. So let's say set the caller to, let's say able tutor. Okay. Short description to demo. Description to same thing can set demo business rule. Let's say change the assignment group to inquiry software. Let's say software. Now, whatever we send over here, we are getting this information, guys, from the database which is already existing. We know that this is coming from the user table. This is coming from the assignment group. This is the information which I am hard coding it over here. So these details we are sending it to the client side. Okay. And now it will be presented on the form, and then you will be saving the form. So what is the real-time use case of it? Let's say your customer need a particular watermark, for example, on a particular incident, that this watermark should always be displayed like this. You can see watermark is there. This detail should always be displayed like this on the form. Go for display business rule. Always go for display business rule. You can do this with the help of onload client script also, but here onload client script will always work on onload. When something you are changing in on change, it won't affect. So remember, whatever the things which you wanted to present to the customers right away from server side, you can go with the display business rule, and something which you wanted to load when the page is loaded, you want to populate something, that time you go with the onload, on change, or whatever as per the requirement. So here what I want is, I want these details to be auto-populated. Whenever someone will click on new button, these details should be auto-populated. So that's what I did. I have selected the business rule as display action as this one, and I am saving it. Now let's go back to the incident table, refresh the page and click on new. You will notice the details which I have pasted is already placed. Able tutor, demo, demo BR and software. See, still the form is not saved, guys. There's a catch. The form is not saved. We have not saved this information yet to the database. We can right click and save this, then only the value will be and the data will be sent to the database. So remember, display business rule is only used to send data from server side to the client side, communicate between server side and client side with the help of display business rule. In display business rule, we will be using G_scratchpad if we are using scripting, and that video will be coming shortly. I'm not focusing on this scripting part today, the reason on the display side, because the reason is display business rule can be achieved without scripting also. If you want to achieve something without scripting, you can go with the action. Even you can write a message here. Let's say, I am using display business rule. For example, make it bold, make it underline, and let's change the color of this. So let's make it yellow. It's not look good. Let's change this to green. Okay, let's save it. Now let's go back. And now click on new button. You will notice a green sign is coming on the top. Let's add info messages there. So we don't need any scripting for this if you wanted to present anything on the form. Now in the upcoming videos, I'm going to share you the details when we can use G_scratchpad. That will be a video where we will do a communication between server side and client side with the help of scripting. This was without the scripting, and that video will be with the scripting. In that video, we will cover script include also, and then we'll cover client side also, and other important functionality of ServiceNow. So as of now, you can ignore this. Without using a script, you can use a display business rule. Same thing you can use with the help of a script. So here you have to mention the script and you can write it. So this part we will discuss later. Now, let's go back and let me tell you one new scenario in business rule. So basically what I want is, I have a table called u_manager_details.list. So I have this manager table which I have created. You can create the table. If you have not checked the video how to create a table, you can go back to the admin series and check that. So here you just create a table. What the requirement is, I have already listed this requirement over here. Let me zoom it for you. The scenario is, I have one custom table which is manager, which I have shown you, where I have one field called manager, correct? This field need to be auto-populated based on incident assignment group manager. And if we change the assignment group manager on the incident, the manager will also change. So it means that if we go back to ServiceNow, so we have incident table, let's say create new, and whatever the assignment group I am going to select over here, if this assignment group is having the manager, the same manager will be copied over here. And if I change this manager, then here also it should reflect the same record. How we can achieve this? So these kind of scenarios are asked in interviews. How you will send the data from business rule from one table to another table. What method you will be using? So remember, when interviewer asks you this question, you have to answer like this. As we know that we are manipulating the data part, so we will go with server side of a scripting. As we know that we can only write client side and server side of a scripting. So in this case, as the data is being part, so we will be using server side of a scripting. So which server side I'm going to use? Obviously, there are a lot of places where you can write a server side. Fix script, background script, schedule job script, business rule, and so on and so forth. There are other places where we can write server side. So which one you have to choose? You have to be wisely. Convert the requirement to normal English. So what is the requirement? On incident table, if I change the assignment group, the manager should also change. So it is taking it on the fly, right away. On the current record it is happening. And where the current record is getting stored, where you can see the current records and all that, in the business room. So in the business rule, it will run right away when you will do any CRUD operation on the table. So if I open the business rule again, when business rule is getting used, I hope you have watched that business rule entire videos, previous videos. So when it is used, so when you are going to perform these operations, obviously when you insert something to the table, I want to do something, correct? So it work on insert, it work on update, whatever you want, you have to do like this using the business rule. So we are going to create a business rule for this one scenario, and with the help of business rule, we will achieve this. So keep this table as it is. Let me just go back to the business rule again and disable that. Yeah, let's make it false. Okay, let's go back. Now I think it should not be working. Yeah, now it's blank. Okay, let's go back to the business rule and the name, let's say demo business rule manager details. This table, it should happen. So requirement is when I do some changes on the incident table, then only it should happen. So which table we should go for? We should go for incident table. So we'll select here incident. Yeah. So we selected incident. Now choose this option called advanced. So when to run? Obviously what I'm going to do is I'm going to use before insert update anything you, because if we are inserting something to the table at that time, it should work. So on the first go, when user don't add any details, it will be blank, correct? So let's better go with the option called update when the update of incident is occurring. Okay. Now let's go to the action. No need of action. We will write an script to achieve this. And how to write a script? We all know how to write a business rule, a server side of a script. So what we will do is, first of all, we need to check which are our previous manager. So we will write here, let's say define a variable previous manager equal to ServiceNow business rule has given you two options, current and previous. Current refer to the current record data, previous refer to the previous record data. So what I will be checking is previous dot backend name of assignment group. What is the backend name of assignment group? Right click. You can see the backend name is assignment underscore group. Okay. Now you can do a shortcut also, \tn. So what is this \tn? This is nothing but a Chrome extension which I have downloaded. You can also go back and download. I think I have made a video on this also. In some of the video I have explained you. So you just go to the More Tools extension. You download this extension called ServiceNow tool for ServiceNow utilities. You download this extension. Once you download this extension, you will be able to get the backend name right away. So what I need assignment group manager details. So we have to do a concept called .work. We have seen that already. So if I choose anything, for example, let me choose Salesforce team, for example. So assignment group is Salesforce, but what's the manager of Salesforce? So assignment group .work of manager. So manager is system admin. So assignment group .manager, this field, assignment group .manager. So here what I will be using, copy this name, assignment group, yeah, .manager. So this variable previous manager will store the whatever the previous manager present on the current form. Where is the current form? Incident table. We are on the incident form table. Come down. Now where we have to go? We have to go to this table called manager details. So I know that we can go to any table with the help of a concept called GlideRecord. Correct? GlideRecord. Glide means move. Record means to the record on which table. So I have to mention the table name. So what is the table name? So you can go back, copy the table name from the URL and put it over here. You will notice the color is changed. It means that we are correct. It is changed into italics. Let me just zoom it a little bit. I think now you can see its color is changed, little dark. Now we have to create an object. What is an object? We all have seen this in the first video of our JavaScript series for ServiceNow. Now I will store in a variable called, let's say, X. So X equal to new GlideRecord. Now what we have to do is we have to query that table. This table is having no details, correct? What I will do is I will do X dot add query. And what is this add query? Basically, add query, add encoded query, null query, join query. These are the queries which are used to add a filter on the table, correct? Add query is basically used, encoded query is mostly used. So these are used to have a filter on any particular table. If you want to run the filter, you have to use a concept called add query. I will use add query. Inside the add query, what is the field name? Only manager name. So I should know the backend name. I will do / technical name, enter, and the backend name is u_manager. I'll put u_manager, comma, I'm comparing it whether it is there or not. So here, if I'm getting, let's say, able tutor or let's say Ravi, so I'm checking whether Ravi is there or not in this filter. Obviously, we will check. Then only we will go further, correct? So basically, I am storing the details, the previous manager, I am checking it over here. Now, once I go to the next line, we have to run this query. So what we have to use? We have to use x.query. So you can read this line, x.query is nothing but run the query against the table. So these queries are used to run the query. So basically, if you go to any table, let's say this table only, if you want to run the filter, you have to click on this run button, correct? So this run button is nothing but x.query. And you know what, guys? These three options are nothing but, if somebody is from SQL background, they will easily understand. These are nothing but select star from table manager, whatever table name, where manager name equal to whatever the manager name we'll get from here. Let's say I'm getting here from able tutor. So manager name is equal to able tutor. So if you know the SQL, this will be very easy to understand. So first line is nothing but select star from table manager. Second line nothing but where manager equal to able tutor. Now in the SQL command prompt, you will press enter to run the query. So to run the query in ServiceNow, we will use x.query. I hope you understand this point. If you don't understand, do let me know in the comment section. I'll help you out. Even you can join the ServiceNow group. If you have not joined it, you can join the group. I will put the group link in the description. There you can ask any queries. So now I'll go further. Obviously, we'll use if, because at a time we'll update one record. X.query. Yeah. Now go inside it. X dot. So as we know that we have created an object of X. Now X can access anything. It can go to managers. It can go to all other column which is listed. So what I want, X dot u_manager equal to whatever the current manager is. I'll copy this, paste it, and instead of previous, I'll use current. So it will update the current manager. And now, how to update? You have a command called x.update. These all we have seen, guys, all the update methods and all that. So basically, we are assigning it. Single equal to is nothing but we are assigning it, correct? So a equal to 5 means, for example, if I ask you a equal to 5 means you are assigning the value of 5 to a, means the value of a is 5. But if something, if I do double equal to, it means that we are comparing whether the value of a is 5 or not. Like when you are in class 10th or 9th, you will be doing the Pythagoras theorem, where left hand side equal to right hand side. So in the left hand side we have a, right hand side we have 5. So we are comparing. If it is true, then the theorem is proved. Similarly, if this is true, it will return true statement. But here we are using single equal to nothing but we are just assigning it. Now my work is done. Let me add a message on the top. So how to add a message? Obviously go for a global variable called glide system. This is all we have seen. gs dot add error info message. Let's say the current assignment group manager is one space plus copy this and paste it. Okay, save it, and I'm saving it. So this business rule is created. I will again explain you from starting. So let's recap this. So if some requirement is like you have to play with the data, always go with the server side. And if you have to play with the data on the current record, current table, you will go with the business rule. So in business rule, we have 4 types: before, after, async, and display. Which one you have to choose as per your requirement? So I'm choosing before update, and action I am choosing nothing. Advanced action I am choosing. I'm going to the incident table, obviously, because we are already on incident table. So we don't have to glide again. Never do this mistake, guys. Don't glide the table again. We cannot write. We can write, but it's not recommended. We can write like this: new glide record incident. Okay, we can write like this, but we are already on the incident table. So avoid writing a duplicate glide or double glide. So now not duplicate, double glide. Don't need. So we are already on incident table. We are checking who is the previous manager, and we will set the value to the previous manager. We'll create another business rule, which is nothing but insert. Okay. This time, same incident table. Action, not needed. Advanced action will do something. Let me delete this. We'll do an insert and stay. So you can do right click, insert and stay. And I hope you should know about what is insert and stay. These are the interview questions, guys. But when you save the form, it will save it. But once you do the insert and stay, it will save also, and will create a new record and stay on the same page. If I save it now, the previous record will be override. But if you do insert and stay, it will stay on this page and create a new record also. Insert will not stay on this page, but it will insert the record. So I will do insert and stay so that I want everyone to stay on this page. And now we will create a manager over there. So how to create simple variable x equal to current dot assignment group dot manager. Okay. Now what I want is, we'll go to the manager table, x equal to new glide record. Guys, if you are very new to this channel, do subscribe and do go back and check the video why we are using glide, what is current, everything is covered in this particular series. So there's a separate playlist for this. It's a ServiceNow development script. Okay. You can go back and check it. What is the backend name? So let me go back and check. So let me refresh the page. It is, I think this one. I should change the name. Let's say demo business rule insert. I will put. Saving it. Yeah, here the table name is u_manager. I'll copy this. We'll paste it over here so that it will save the time. Yeah, I'll paste it over here. Variable x1. You can change the variable name. Now this table has 0 records. Correct? You can go back and check. Right click, show data. See, this table is having 0 record, no record to display. Now we will insert the record. And what we will insert? We will insert whatever the current assignment group manager is. So how to insert? As we have created an object, x1 can access anything. So x1 dot backend name of manager name is u_manager name. You copy this, go back, put over here equal to x. So it's nothing but we are setting the value which is coming from the assignment group to x1. And x1 is in this manager. Now come down. Now what we will be doing? We have copied the x value, and what is the x value? Assignment group, whatever the current assignment. And we will insert it. So how to insert? x1 dot insert. So basically insert command is used for insert it. You can go back and check the video. This insert initialize is already covered. I'm saving it. And now my requirement is fully completed. So we have created 2 business rules. First business rule will insert the record to the manager table, and second business rule, what it will do? It will update whenever there's an update on the table, it will update it. So let me check when to run is insert. Yeah. So my work is done. Go back and create a new record or incident. Let me search incident. Create new. And let's say assignment group, you put, let's say hardware. Do we have manager for hardware? And we don't have manager. Let me choose some group who is having manager. Software. We have manager for this. No, even we don't have. Let me go and apply the filter over here. Manager is not empty. Run it. So these are the list of managers which are not empty. Let's go back and search help text. Help text manager is ATF change management. Okay. Now I will choose the caller. Test 1, 2, 3. Now I'm saving it. I'm creating a record. See, I saved it. What will happen on the manager table? The data should have been created. See, ADF change manager. So this is happening because of this business rule, which is nothing but it is inserting the value. Whatever the current assignment group, I'm copying it over here and inserting it. So basically, what we are doing a mistake is here it should be get display value, and here it should also be a get display value. Okay. It's not needed actually because that is a reference field. If I'm not wrong, this is a reference field. Let me check. It's a reference field, not a single line text. My bad. This is a single reference field. No, what we can do is I will change it to from before to after. So after update, and let me save it. So once it is saved, now let's change. This should be changed to system admin 7 a.m. Okay. Click on I button. Who is the manager? System admin. Now right click and save it. See, we got the current assignment group is system admin, assignment group manager. And here if I refresh the page, it should, yeah, you can see it is changed to system admin. Correct? So now if I change back to something else, let's say help text again. Save it. Now it will give me the help text manager, which is ATF change. And here also it will change accordingly. So the requirement is fulfilled. If I change the assignment group, it should change on the manager details. So here, if you see in the advanced section, you have all these details. So we are going to the manager option. Then we are going to the add query. We are comparing it. If it is true, then it is adding the manager. So that's all on the today part. And the next video, we are going to bring this GLSQ splashpads, client side and server side handshake with the help of a script include and glide Ajax. And then we'll go with the different scenarios. So thanks for watching this video. If you are very new to this channel, do subscribe and don't forget to join the group. In the group description, there's a link. So stay tuned, guys. Thank you.